Shalom, Israel, Shalom. Brother Nahum, with the exhortation through the Spirit. First off, we want to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shah. Just a quick exhortation through the Spirit, man, because just getting off work from the plantation and being out early today, the Most High got me just looking at stuff, even in the physical sense, but also more in the spiritual sense, recognizing everything that's going on in the world, all these prophecies popping off. And the Most High showing us the signs he said he was going to show us, that we about to get up out of here. It ain't going to be too long. We don't know exactly when, but we at the end of this thing. And we always got to be watching. That's this exhortation. Always be watching. And I'm going to start off with the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, from the top. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and verse number 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Because we know the Most High, he visiting this earth, man, using his angels, using the spirits on the right hand and on the left hand side to visit the earth, to bring about judgment and conviction upon the wicked and the righteous. The Most High is doing this in these last days. We see the signs that's happening before us. All these prophecies popping off, how Putin and Kim Jong-un then teamed up together, riding around, joyriding in cars together, and America doing what? Sitting around with their thumb in their mouth, trying to change their diaper because they know that they about to get smacked. There's nothing that they can do. But they're going to fight because that's the pride of Esau. The Most High said, what? Verse number 2 again, 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse number 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, because we done seen many earthquakes, like the scriptures say, earthquakes in diverse places. We see these earthquakes daily. Even if the news not talking about them, we know that earthquakes are going on, and they're getting more dangerous. They're getting more violent. They're bringing about more death and more judgment that the Most High said was going to happen in these last days. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, because we see the uproars of the people in the world, especially the world of Israel, the nation of Israel. Our people tired of being on the bottom of society. Our people tired of being subjugated to Esau and the other nations. Our people tired of paying rent, having to go to work, having to pay bills. I seen one sister on social media that was going off about having to pay taxes on taxes, which is wicked. But at the same time, that's part of the curses that the Most High said was going to be on them. But the Most High said all these things was going to happen, and these are the signs to know that he's beginning to visit the earth. He's visiting the earth now like he never has before. And we're going to know. Why? Verse number 4, 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse number 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. The Most High Ben said this. Through all the prophets, he said all this was going to happen. He said we were going to be oppressed. We're going to be cast down in the streets like the mire. Our dead bodies are going to lie in the street of that great city. Revelations 11 and 8. The Most High is not playing in these last days, and he's bringing his judgment about. So we always got to be watching. Matter of fact, let's go back to the law. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, and verse number 7. Deuteronomy 11 and 7, and it reads, but your eyes have seen all the great acts of the Lord, which he did. Because we've seen all through the history, whether it be on video, whether it be through the Spirit, the Most High showing us in dreams. We done seen what the Most High done. We done seen these great and terrible acts that he done. Slack it. Let me get that right quick. It's the book of Psalms. Salakia. Chapter 66. And we're going to go to verse number, Salakia. I'm all the way up in the hundreds, man. I got to get back into this 1611 King James. I got spoiled being in the regular King James. Salakia. But the Most High said this was going to happen. All of these things. Why? Because the Most High is great. The Most High is terrible. The Most High is mighty and worthy to be praised. And we got to remember that the Most High is here to cause this affliction and judgment upon the people because the nations have been wicked, and also because the Israelites have been wicked. And don't ever think that the Most High is going to leave us out and not bring us into the land that he promised to our forefathers. He will. He always will, like he said he would. Salakia. This the book of Psalms. Ooh, that was mighty. But I don't want that though. See, man, I love Psalms because every time you get ready to go in Psalms, it's something mighty to read. Salakia. It's the book of Psalms. Chapter 60. Ooh, see, man, I gotta get back into Psalms and read. Because even when I'm just flipping through here, I keep finding stuff taking my mind off the point. But the Most High said, blessed is he that readeth. We always have to read. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Every time I flip somewhere, it's mighty. I want to read everything that I'm reading, but the Most High I'm trying to stick to this precept. Because the Most High said, bring it out. So Most High willing, we got to bring it out. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 66 and verse number 5. Come and see the works of the Most High. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. And we already know this because we see how he destroyed our people every day with the curses. We see how he destroys the other nations with this warfare. Look at Ukraine and Russia right now. Nobody's even talking about that, how many people have died over there. Look at Gaza and Hamas and how they going to war with Israel. All these people that's done died. If I'm not mistaken, a video I watched the other day, they said since this war started in October that Hamas went into Israel and killed like 1,400 people. That was then. Now they saying that Israel in Palestine they killed over 30,000 some people. That's the works of the Most High. Psalm 66 and 5 again. Come and see the works of the Most High. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. And we can call it terrible, but us in the truth, we know what it is. We're going to call it righteous because that's what the Most High is doing. It's righteous work. The Most High said this was going to happen. And we got to keep watch because these signs are going to show us how close we are to the end for real. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse number 7 again. But your eyes have seen all the great acts of the Lord, which he did. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that ye may be strong and go in and possess the land, whether ye go to possess it, and that ye may prolong your days in the land, which Yahweh sware unto your fathers to give unto them and to their seed, a land that floweth with milk and honey. We know that's the promised land. That's what we're striving for, to get back to that promised land when Yahweh shall come back, so we can be beamed up in the chariots and taken into our land, our native place. Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem, which is above Israel, is the mother of us all. Paraphrasing. That's where we gotta go, man. That's what we looking for. I'm sitting out here now. Look. Sitting out here now. Esau just walking around, chilling, not even paying attention to what's going on, not even worrying about what's going on. And the thing is, they already know. They've been taught more than we've been taught, and they know what's gonna happen when Yahweh Shah comes back. This is not a game. So we gotta keep watch. We gotta get up when we fall, We got to repent daily for the sins that we commit. And we got to do the works of the Most High. So Most High willing, we can be saved out of here. Why? Because Yahweh Shah told us this. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse number 40. And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, because it's a bunch of our people, especially brothers and sisters in the truth. They was in this thing, they was mighty, they was on fire, and brothers done went back to sleep. Sisters done went back to sleep. They nodding off. They hit the snooze button like the brother said in the last video. Brothers hitting their snooze button on the Most High, and they going back to sleep into the world, following the ways of the world. Most High willing that don't be any of us, but we know it's got to happen to a number of us, so the 2/3 can be fulfilled, so the 1/3 can be sifted out. The Most High said, what through Yahweh Shah? Matthew 26 and 40. He cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We know Yahweh Shah is watching all the time, waiting for the Most High to get an okay for him to send him back to save us. He's tired of sending us here in this captivity. But what? We haven't repented as a nation to come back to the Most High. What Yahweh Shah said after that, Matthew 26 and 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because we know that's why we all go off, giving in to the lust of the flesh. That's the book of James, chapter 1, verse 13 on down. We know this temptation comes from our flesh. It doesn't come from the Most High. It comes from our thoughts, our ways, what we doing, what we put our time into. That's why we go off. So Most High willing, we can get it together before time is up. Because what? Peter told us this. It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, and verse number 17. And it reads, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And we know the house of God is Israel, according to the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17. That's the house of God, the world of God, God's inheritance, according to Deuteronomy. The house of God are the Israelites. That's us. 1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? The gospel of the Most High, keeping these commandments, repenting, not following the ways of the world, getting back up when you fall, not going back to sleep, doing the works of the Most High. Everything that we're supposed to be doing as Israelites, believing in the Most High, believing in Yahweh Shah. Verse number 18. This is the point right here. 1 Peter 4 and 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved. Peter said if the righteous scarcely be saved. Why? Because we all go off. We all are worthy of death. And none of us deserve to be saved. But Peter said what through the Spirit? And if the righteous, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? You don't want to be a sinner. You don't want to fall victim to this flesh to the point where you just give up on the Most High and get cast away into the fire or into that water like 2 Esdras chapter 7 talks about. We got to stay on the straight and narrow path no matter what. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments and always be watching. Be on the lookout. Look at the sky. Look at nature. Look at the people walking around. The Most High has all the signs out here to show us. Damn, I'm surrounded by Edomites today. All praise to the Most High. But the Most High has the signs out here to show us that he's winding this thing down, y'all. It's time to get right or get left when Yahweh Shah come back. Remember, keep watching. Watch for your salvation. And never give up. The fight is not over. The fight is already won. You just have to fight. Brother Nahum, with the exhortation through the Spirit, giving all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.